Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and today we're going to be doing another full review. To all my new viewers, hello, welcome, come on in. Always welcoming new faces, new drinkers. All my returning viewers, you know how we do and you know how the channel does, you know what happens here. So let's go ahead and let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose. That's my movie trivia for the video. If you know that movie and you know it well enough, you and I have to have a drink. We have to sit down and have to have a drink. So today's full review episode is going to be of the Pueblo Viejo Tequila Reposado, 40% alcohol by volume, 100% agave azul. And it is coming out of Jalisco, Mexico. Let's go ahead and get a pour on, shall we? Oh, Mr. Randy loves his tequila. Not as much as he loves scotch. I will drink just about any kind of scotch, even bad scotch. I don't know why I just capped that. I'm not even thinking. I'm on autopilot. It's been one of those kind of days. I need another tequila channel. So if you're watching this video, it'll probably be a couple weeks from now. If there's another tequila channel that you'd recommend following, please hit me up in the comment section. So let's go ahead and talk about it. We did not do the rest of the bottle. There's these cool little grooves because when you're handling it, you know, it helps you like not slip, I guess. I don't know what that's all about, but there's not much to talk about. Imported by Sazerac, so it is a Sazerac product. Yeah, I just watched a video on YouTube. I do believe it was AI generated or assisted, if you will. It was about the top 6 companies that own all of the libations. Sazerac being one of them. But anywho, we're going to move on. So there's not a whole lot to talk about. But before we do that, Mr. Randy does a 3-part series. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have my first pour in the glass. I have it, I try it, I share my first impressions with you because that's what we do, baby. Part 2, full review, where we're at today. We drink it down halfway. I know we stopped a little bit beforehand. There's a good reason for that, but put a pin in that. We drink it down here. We cork it, or cap it, put it back on the shelf. Let it sit for a week and a half, 2 weeks. We come back after I found some information, next to nothing on this one. We continue to drink it after I score it, and then we continue to drink it because part 3, final pour, thusly named, we have that final pour compared to the first pour, off the rip, and everything in between. What can I say about this one? It is crowned top budget friendly option when it comes to tequila, and they do say it's heavily encouraged to use this in mixes and whatnot. Mr. Randy paid $18.39 out the door with taxes and everything, so that is a sub $20 bottle of tequila that you're looking at, Reposado. So there are a few positives that you can definitely, this Pueblo Viejo is definitely going to run away with, that many of the better bottles, more expensive bottles, cannot take claim to. I do not believe that there are any additives in this bottle. There may be, but I don't know. I seriously doubt it. So the actual website claims that it is 9 months rested in American oak barrels. That's 9 months. That's actual matter-of-factly stated on the website, which is more than a lot of other places will give you, between 6 and 8. There's plenty of other bottles that will give you between 3 and 6. So yeah, I came into this review wanting to talk extreme smack about this bottle, but I quickly changed my mind. All these bits and pieces swarming around, starting to make a picture in my head. On the nose, it's relatively light. I do get some light, oaky, woody from the barreling because, yeah, 9 months in American oak barrels. I'm believing that these are virgin, non-charred oak barrels because it does get that light crispiness from the oak. So it does have that. It's a light-ended oakness, which is very nice. It's much, much better from off the rip. Right here, right now, halfway through, it sat for almost 2 weeks. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, I'm going to point it out. When a bottle is it sits on the shelf longer and it hits that 2 week mark. This one definitely hit that 2-week mark. It is on the schedule, so yeah, okay, I didn't forget about it. I probably would have if it wasn't on the schedule. The nose is light but nice. There's nothing offensive. There's nothing wrong here. There's nothing I don't like about it. Yeah, I do believe in that when they say it's a top budget friendly option, I would agree. Sub $20 out the door for a force. You slap a 20 down, like you slap a 20 quid on the counter and walk out with this one. I think I've changed my mind. This is much better halfway down than it is off the rip. It's kind of offensive, a little bit offensive off the rip, but it mellows out. It becomes a little bit better. But before we put our foot in our mouth, let's put this juice in our mouth. You got me again. It's been a while, but you got me. Catch me slipping. Yep. You lay in wait. That moment I don't think about you anymore. That's when you come up. You sneak up behind me. You just shank me. Oh, my liver. Okay, so let's go ahead with this second one and let's see what she has to say. Man, okay. Sorry. I was too quick to pull out. That's not bad for viscosity, right? That's not too bad. It's actually kind of nice. It does transfer decently enough to the palate. I am getting... it's transparency time. Like I said earlier in the video, I was full-fledged planned on crapping all over this bottle because I was going to say it was a cheap-ass bottle, and what's inside is definitely reflecting of that. It's not. I just think that off the rip, probably this was a little bit, it needed to open up. Some bottles, they need to open up. This is a perfect candidate. If you follow Mr. Randy's channel from way back when, I've done experiments where I've taken a bottle that wasn't that great off the rip, but was amazing in the middle part. I bought a fresh bottle, cracked it, split it in half, put half of the new bottle in another bottle, let them both sit. Then come back a week, 2 weeks later, something like that, come back, and then have my first pour out of it at that point. Those bottles have proven to be much, much better halfway down because now you've had half a bottle to off-gas. So we do the experiment with 2 bottles. Bottle A gets opened up every day and off-gas for a moment or 2. Cap it. Bottle B, or 2, other one over here, just imagine it being there, that bottle does not get opened up for the entirety of that 2-week experiment. I've done it a few times. I've done it with tequila. I think I did it with the 1800. Yes, I did. I did it with the 1800, and I proved myself right on this point. That some of these bottles that come off a little too harsh, they rub you the wrong way off the rip, but they're much better at the halfway point. That's what they need. They need time to off-gas, to open up, to relax. This is one of those bottles. For a sub $20 bottle, I've changed my mind on this. I know we're completely derailed, but we're going back on. 40% alcohol by volume, Reposado. I do not know what to say whether this is an additive free. I do not get any kind of hints of it being an additive tequila, but I do not get any glycerin. I've done a few bottles where glycerin was definitely in that bottle. Some where flavorings were added were definitely in that bottle. Some where coloring were also added to that bottle. I'm not getting any of that. I'm definitely not getting glycerin. I don't think color were added because, I mean, you see it yourself. That's pretty dang light. I mean, that's... I don't have my... So the desk has been basically went back to work mode, and I have to do other things when I do my videos. So, but you're going to see a few different angles. I don't think we're ever going to go back to the desk. But yeah, I'm sorry if you really love that desk mode. But you know, now we're on table and TV mode. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I need to hit that real quick before it jumps into screensaver mode. Let's go ahead and do this finish. Okay, so there's nothing spectacular about this whiskey. I mean, sorry, tequila. I gotta switch my brain over from whiskey to tequila. It's very light, it's very easy, it's very enjoyable. This is definitely a high classified option for that experiment. If you want to, for under 40, like I said, what? Probably like $35 to $37, you can get 2 bottles. Or you can just get one and have a spare. Maybe drink the one, then buy a fresh one, but keep the old empty one. And then get a fresh bottle, crack it open, pour half of it into the old bottle, then cap both of them, sit them on the shelf, let it sit for like a couple weeks or something like that. And then, man, that's going to be the best full bottle tequila. You can put it back in the same bottle if you like. And that's just fine. The finish on this is easy. It's smooth. It's light. It's actually nice. It's much, much better than off the rip. So I had already ran through the notes. I'd already scored it. I already did everything else beyond that. And now I have to change my mind because I did that on my last pour. I made all this information that I wrote down in the notes. I did that based off of the last pour I had, which was about there, right? That pour right about there-ish made all the decisions. But occasionally we have a situation, as we have here today, where I have this middle of the bottle pour, and it completely changes how I felt about the bottle. I'm sorry, Pueblo Viejo. My deepest apologies. My original score was going to be a strong 2 out of 5. Yeah, go ahead and slap me. I'll take it. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. So, yeah, my score, strong 2 out of 5, is no longer standing. This is going to be a solid 3 out of 5. I'm going to give this smack dab right in the middle. And the highest point is going to be, this is relatively quality tequila for sub $20. Now, my notes don't contain the information I just recently had about this, was that it is a top budget friendly option, but the price points was roughly in the 20-something dollar. I got it for less than that. They said $20 to $25 on average is this for this bottle. I got it for less than that. I do believe it was $15.99 or $16.99 on the shelf. This can be had at Specs, Total Wines. I believe I bought this bottle from Texas Cheer. I don't have the receipts at hand because, like I said, I moved away from the desk, and now we're sort of floating. We're sort of floating around trying to find a home to land with all this review stuff. But there it is, for a sub $20 bottle that I got it, that you could probably also get it. This is a pretty solid tequila reposado. Now, granted, it's not anything spectacular, but it's solid. It's quality. As far as I know, there's no additives. There's nothing bad in this whiskey. I don't taste anything that's not supposed to be there. I'm getting better at tequila every single bottle that I go through. And if you're a returning viewer, you would know. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because these videos will come to you as soon as they're done, uploaded, scheduled, released. They come right to you. No more waiting on the algorithm. So my fair price for this, I used to say, yeah, definitely well below $20. Now I'm kind of rethinking that. So I would pay $25 for this bottle. But remember, the caveat being that the first half of this bottle, it's going to take you that far to get that far down to get to that really goodness, that greatness that it can be. I highly suggest that you buy this bottle, maybe have another bottle, an empty bottle, a generic bottle, what have you. Then take this bottle, fresh crack, pour half of it into another bottle, and just let it sit for like a week and a half, and then come back to it. and tell me that's not good. My fair price, like I said, I definitely would pump this up to like 25 bucks, easy. Would I buy this again? I originally said no, but now I'm starting to agree. Top budget friendly option, especially for sipping neat and a mixer, because it has just enough sort of robustness to get past the sipping, the neat stage, where you can also add it into a cocktail or something where it will be relatively light, but not overbearing for the cocktail. Well, there it is. In the comment section, would love to know where you're at, what are you drinking, what's going on in the world of libations around you. Have you had the Pueblo Viejo Reposado? If you have, let's talk about it. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Now it is a good one.